This is a little bit of Groundhog Day for us at the CPSU because this is part of an enormous restructure that we have been battling across the state at every single campus for the last 3 or 4 months. TAFE New South Wales across the state is proposing to lose 678 jobs. Of those 678 jobs, that includes the 87 security officers across the state. Every single security officer employed by TAFE New South Wales is considered not necessary by TAFE New South Wales. For TAFE New South Wales to think this is not an important role is disgusting. What has particularly galled us at the CPSU is we were told that security officers at TAFE were no longer necessary because they would bring in a more specialised service. In TAFE's eyes, a more specialised service is a generic officer that, among many other functions, may drop in here occasionally, may stick a card under the door, and that's it. The other outrage is that when we have raised this restructure over months and months, every time in the media we mention that there are 678 jobs being lost to TAFE. And TAFE New South Wales comes back and says, oh no, it's not 678, it's 50. You will see that repeatedly in the media. It's only 50. It's a lie.
Now, we've heard a few of the facts. Let me give you some of the other facts. Last sitting period we had in Parliament, we moved a motion that asked that the House rule out any sales of TAFE campuses. And guess what happened? The entire government voted against that. When the government says they're not going to sell any more campuses, when they sell they're not going to privatise TAFE, we don't believe it because when it comes down to a vote, what do? They vote against that. And let me talk about Mr. Privatisation. When the Managing Director was appointed to TAFE, he came with an agenda to privatise TAFE. And how do we privatise TAFE? We privatise it via stealth. That's how you kill TAFE, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. So every single person who is here today, and every single person who fights for TAFE, is fighting for goodness. Because once governments walk away from their responsibility to deliver outstanding public education, they're giving up on education. And we cannot give up on public education. We cannot give up on free education because once we do that, we give up on our society. So thank you for giving up your lunch. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for the fight. We are with you every single step of the way.